Okay.
So welcome.
Thank you
for coming today to Wellington County Museum and chatting about this amazing exhibit we're working on. Can you tell me, what does living in relation mean?
So living in relation is a concept of being and understanding how we exist only in relation to the things around us. So the people around us, the land, the water, the air, the universe, right? So it's about bringing awareness to our surroundings, awareness to the relationships that keep us alive. And so, where this exhibit is concerned, it's about bringing attention to, what's under our feet when we're walking around here up on the hill and in the forest down by the meadows, and understanding that there are plants that are here that have been here since time immemorial, and that those plants have a purpose. And if we see these plants for their potential to help heal us, we also have to recognize our responsibility to those plants. So if you think about a healthy relationship, there is give and take, and there's that reciprocity. An unhealthy relationship is one in which one side takes and takes and takes and doesn't give back. So I really hope that in the grand scheme of things, all human beings have an appreciation for all of their relations. So not just their relations, meaning their family, the people that they're related to, but understanding that they are part of a much larger family of beings, of like living things and non-living things, and that we have a responsibility to those relationships, and that starts with recognizing them.
Can you tell me about the significance of the directions in the room and telling the story, your story?
Yeah, so that idea of understanding who we are is understanding relationships. And so knowing who you are and where you are and how you came to be where you are, there are Anishinaabe teachings that encourage us to think of ourselves in relation to everything that surrounds us, and that includes teachings about the 7 directions. So the 4 cardinal directions: north, east, south, west. I think everybody is familiar with those, but there are 3 more directions that we need to take into consideration, and that's above, below, and within. And so when we're talking about living in relation, we consider what's all around, what we can see around us, but we also think about what's above us, and that not just talking about the tree branches above our heads, and not just talking about the clouds, not just talking about the eagle, but our connection to everything that is above us. And that's a universal relationship. That's an understanding of our connection to the universe, which is tied to our creation, as everything on earth was created from the same things, right? And then the idea of below us is, those things that we can see, the water and the plants and the medicines that you walk on and you don't recognize them as medicines. But once you walk through this exhibit, I hope that people do recognize that the little plant you just stepped on has beautiful properties that, once you understand, then you have a relationship with it. Maybe next time you don't step on it. And then within is the 7th direction, and that's sort of that knowing who you are. And again, you can't know who you truly are, unless you have recognition for all those other relationships, because you aren't who you are without those relationships, if that makes sense. So the teachings of the 7 directions in thinking about who we are in our relationships, it's all about awareness of everything around us, and not only that, but our impact on it in addition to its impact on us. So a simple example is, we know we need water to survive, and so we need to ensure that we are keeping our water healthy in order for it to keep us healthy. There's examples of that everywhere we look.
Tell us about how you will be in the gallery a bit.
Well, I hope to be in the gallery every chance I get. Thankfully, I don't work too far away from this building. Yeah. So my hope for this is that it will provide opportunities to share those oral teachings and to share those oral stories. Because something about, typing it up and printing it and putting it on the wall for some teachings feels very unnatural for me. And so I really hope to be in the space, every week, at least at some point every week, so that for those who happen to be in the space at the same time, those who are meant to be there when I'm there, I can share some of those teachings, I can share some of those stories and do it in a way that is culturally appropriate, which is to share it orally and to do it in the presence of the medicines or in the presence of the spirits who have come together to share in this experience.